Good afternoon. Welcome to the Nexus, your Geek Central channel for everything geek culture. Today we're going to be discussing Marvel Phase 4 and a bit of a Loki update as well, the Disney Plus series. So if you like, please share the video, like and subscribe to the channel. Turn your notifications on as well. Links to other channels and Twitter are in the description below. I'm here with Will. How you doing, Will?
I'm doing good. It's been quite a big week for Marvel. A lot of announcements, a lot of good things, few bad things, So
yes, a big announcement over last week, I think it was, or this week. There was a big video and then reveal of a Phase 4 slate of Marvel films coming out this year and over the next couple of years. Prime is set to join us. He's running a bit late. I really wanted to share the screen on my iPad, but I'm not able to do it because I really want to bring the pictures up and everything like that. Let's kick off with the little news. I think it's the Loki series is now set to debut on June the 9th, which is a Wednesday. So they're going to be going from Wednesdays from now on. I still don't know how many episodes it is. I've got to read. I don't know if it's the same as WandaVision, but it's more than Falcon and Winter Soldier. I think it's like 8 or 9 episodes. What do you think the first of all decision to move it to Wednesday, and why do you think they moved it to Wednesday?
I don't know. Maybe they just analysed data of watch times on streaming services, or maybe it's just a coincidence. I have no clue, if I'm being completely honest. I'm annoyed because I loved it on a Friday. Friday's already quite a nice day.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the end of the world, but we could just wait until Friday to watch it if we really wanted to, but I want to watch it when it first comes out. So
exactly.
It might be a decision that pays off if it makes Marvel more money, but I don't know. Maybe I think Disney Plus or Disney in general just want to change everything to Wednesday.
Probably, maybe. Just going to say, we will do a Game of Thrones episode if you want to do one, Lambs. That's absolutely sure. We will do that for you. Whether it's character or series based, we will do that. Same for Harry Potter as well.
Yes.
There'll be a big debate on Harry Potter. I think which film is best will probably be the big debate on that one. Charlotte, excited for Loki? Yes, we are looking forward to Loki. Before any of the series started, it's my most anticipated series. Was looking forward to Loki because it's Loki before his redemption arc. So it's the cocky and irritating Loki. So let's hope that continues. The Loki series moving to the 9th of June, Wednesdays on Disney Plus. Just under a month away now. So that would be it's the 10th coming up. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks from Wednesday. It's that coming Wednesday. So just a little under a month, and look how quickly the year's gone already. So that will come by.
Do you think that announcement was a little bit over the top? I say to make it to a Wednesday. They got Tom Hiddleston to a video, just announce it on your Instagram.
I just think it was more in line of keeping it in people's memory because there's such a long time between the ending
that could be true.
Falcon and Winter Soldier, and there's nothing really in between that. There's no Black Widow film or anything so you're looking at just under 2 months of them building up. That's why they've done this release of the films as well, so that people can still talk about it. But so let's go to the film slates. Let's start with let's just go in order. Prime will be joining us any minute. Let's go in, let's start the order. So the first one's come out is on the 7th of July. Black Widow, that's been in the can for ages. Obviously they couldn't release it last year or at all because coronavirus. Black Widow, looking at the trailers and everything on that, very action orientated. It's going to have one of my favorite Marvel villains from the comics, the Taskmaster. As the villain. If anyone doesn't know who the Taskmaster is, just look at it. I'll give you a brief description. He's an enemy that can copy anyone's fighting style. So he's a formidable opponent for any superhero. He's really a mercenary, really. But yeah, he's a formidable opponent. So you've watched the Black Widow trailers. What's your what is your anticipation for this one? Because remember, it is a prequel. So
I'm looking forward to it.
Spoiler alert: we all know what happened with Black Widow and Endgame.
Yeah.
If you don't know, then it's been 2 years, so she didn't make it. I'm going to get a spoiler thing up soon. Like in Fraud Watch. It says spoiler alert. But yeah, what's your anticipation for this one? Because I'm thinking it's the most important thing of this film is actually going to be at the end of it, like the post-credit scene or something like that.
Maybe they're going to set up. I think I forgot her full name, but I'm going to call her. Is it Valentina Allegra de Fontaine? Is that her full name?
Oh, what from? Hi, Brian.
Hi.
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah, apparently she was meant to debut in Black Widow.
Only just started anyway.
Yeah, sorry, login problems.
No, that's fine, mate. We briefly touched on Loki starting on Wednesdays, and we just started on Black Widow, but because I can't bring the I want to bring the pictures up, obviously. But...
I have them up.
Oh, brilliant! Bring them up cool. Yeah, cool. Sorry, well,
yeah, it's the one with Black Widow. This is either going to do really well in the box office or it's going to bomb. I don't think it's going to be in between.
It's not going to be $1 billion. It's not going to be $1 billion.
No.
I didn't even think if it actually came out without the pandemic, I don't think it'd make $1 billion anyway. I think it'd make 750-800 million.
You're at a point though where we've known this film's going to come out for a while, and with other Marvel projects,
it could overperform because it's the first film out.
True, that's what I'm thinking.
I don't think this film was going to do well anyway. Well, I say well, it's in the MCU, so it's going to do well for a normal movie. But in terms of MCU wise,
I think it makes 750-800 million.
That's good for a normal movie. But in terms of MCU, I don't think it's doing that well. Just based on not to do the fact that it's a female hero, but based on the fact of she's already dead. So there's nothing you can listen. Look, for me, I always said kill off Hawkeye and then have the Hawkeye series be about Black Widow teaching the younger, whatever her name is.
Yeah, and Kate Bishop, new Hawkeye, yeah. That's what I would do, yeah. Right.
What is that place they always talk about? That mission that Black Widow and Hawkeye went on. What did they always talk about?
Oh, no, because it was a real country, wasn't it? Oh. Was it Hungary? Was it Bulgaria? Budapest? Or was it Budapest? I can't remember.
Budapest, yeah. Create a movie about Budapest. Or a Netflix show about Budapest or something. That'd be better than the Black Widow movie. No offense, but
you know what? They could sidetrack. We know there's a Hawkeye series coming out, right? Would you be entirely shocked? It's not been reported. Would you be entirely shocked if they dedicated one episode to that and have her pop up in that as well? As a prequel episode or something, and explain what they mean by Budapest.
What do you mean? Do you mean the flashback, like how they did it in WandaVision?
Flashback episode.
A flashback episode.
Yeah, because we really don't.
Yeah, but it'd have to be context-wise though, because you look at Falcon Winter Soldier, the whole with Isaiah Bradley talking about his past. They didn't do any flashbacks because it was more impactful emotionally that way. So I don't know. It depends.
Cool. So I've said before he came on, actually, the most thing out of the Black Widow film I'm looking excited for, because they could bring this villain into any film, is the villain Taskmaster, who I presume is the main villain, because he's a mercenary in the comics world, right? So he works for anyone, but his fighting style is that he mimics others' fighting styles. He's able to copy them. so he provides a very tricky opponent for people. I mean, he's gone in the comics. He's gone toe to toe with Black Panther and Captain America and everything like that, copying their fighting style. And he's very good, and he's one that you can see popping up not only in other films but in other series as well. Disney Plus series popping up because he's, like I said, I hope they don't kill whoever Taskmaster is off, because that'd be a waste. But are you looking forward to the Black Widow film?
Yes, but mainly because I just want to see another Marvel film.
Yeah.
And
need your taste, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, what's coming? It's Black Widow, then it's the Eternals, and then Spider-Man.
Shang-Chi's in September.
Oh well,
yeah.
Same thing. I'm not interested in either.
We'll talk about
so it's I don't know. It's maybe because it's because of the pandemic and what's happening going on in the world. But it's like,
well, we went.
I want to see more. I want to see more.
Yeah.
Marvel. Well, I want to see movies in general. I want to go cinema in general. But it's like, I'm not interested in the next 2 movies that's coming out, 3 movies that's coming out.
But remember, before WandaVision came out, we've gone nearly 2 years without anything Marvel, and then now the back end of 2021, it's just going to be all. We'll go through a list, but it's going to be all Marvel. It's like oversaturated, but I don't think so. Have you got the picture for Shang-Chi?
Yeah. 1 second, I'll bring them up.
Yeah. So anything else about the Black Widow film, Will?
Not really. I just think it will probably be just a decent film. Not that memorable, but might set up a few things. So,
well, I've already got. I don't know any. These guys know, but other people. I'm a collector of the figures. So I've already got the Taskmaster, Red Guardian, and the sister of Black Widow figures.
I can never find Taskmaster. When I go out into the store, I always find Taskmaster merch, but it's always from the Avengers game, and it really pisses me off because I hate that game and the design of the costumes in that game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you all right? All right. So.
God.
You all right, Prime?
No, I'm good. I'm just thinking Phase 4 is not really going to be that great. Let's just be honest with each other.
We don't know that. I trust in Marvel, so they got my money.
Hey, listen. I'll give them a pass.
Remember what you thought about
fine.
Falcon and Winter Soldier? Remember what you thought about Falcon?
No. But Andrew.
Yeah.
But I didn't say it would be bad. I just said I'm not that interested because of Falcon.
Yeah, exactly. You weren't. That's what I mean. You didn't think it was bad, but you weren't. It wasn't at the top of your list. Same with me with WandaVision. Actually, it wasn't at the top of my one, but quite like that. I know Will has reservations about WandaVision, but next film out, and Prime will bring it up in a minute or so, is Shang-Chi, or some people pronounce it Shang-Chi. I think Kevin Feige pronounced it Shang-Chi. 3rd of September 2021, so less than 2 months after Black Widow comes out. And I think sandwiched in between on Disney Plus is the What If series, the animation series. So that'll be on there. Will, did you, first of all, if you watch the Shang-Chi, God, that's going to be hard to pronounce fast, Shang-Chi trailer, if so,
I did. The action.
Wait, that's how you say it?
Apparently, Kevin Feige said
Shang-Chi.
Yeah, Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
well, you know.
I'm thinking. I don't know, but yeah. Will, what did you think of the trailer? And what's your anticipation for this film?
I know nothing about this character. All I know is that the action looks promising, I guess. Maybe the premise of the story is kind of interesting. Isn't it about he's like a warrior and his dad wants him to fight with him, but his dad's evil? Is that something?
I think it's something. Yeah, it's Shang-Chi. It's the full title is Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, right? So the Ten Rings is linked to the Mandarin, who's predominantly an Iron Man.
Yeah.
Who we've heard references to, obviously in Iron Man 3. There we go. In Iron Man 3, who obviously wasn't the Mandarin, but then if you watch the short film on, I think it's For the Dark World, they do a short film about the Mandarin. And so apparently he's been there or thereabouts, so it's something to do, obviously linked with that. But yeah, the action's quite good. I think this might be a sleeper one where you go in. I think we go in with low expectations for this film and come out pleasantly surprised about the film.
I could see this being the worst Marvel film in Phase 4, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, it's either going to be that or it's going to be the surprise hit.
Yeah, like the breakthrough one. Yeah,
because of it, I think it's got limitations in its what it looks like, limitations on the special effects and everything. But Prime, Shang-Chi, what are your expectations, or are there any expectations of this one?
I don't know. I'm not interested. Well, okay. It's I know about Iron Fist, but you know when it came out on Netflix and stuff.
Yeah.
And I get it. It was done poorly. That is true. But a lot of people's grievances with it was the fact of because it was a white guy doing kung fu essentially, or that sort of martial arts fighting style. People were like, it's cultural appropriation, even though Iron Fist is a character in the comics. So I think they're just doing this.
He's a white guy in the comics as well. So
yeah. So I think people are just like, why is he white? Why not make him Asian or something? And so I think that's why they're doing Shang-Chi. But I want to be on the Harry Potter. Yeah, we will have to do them eventually.
We'll definitely do that. Yeah.
B-Tech Mortal Kombat. Well,
I haven't seen Mortal Kombat, so I can't comment. So.
This is. I know nothing about Shang-Chi in the comics. I don't even know how closely the 10 rings actually link to him, but I guess it kind of makes sense. Maybe in the MCU, I guess. But it's weird because they
can do what they want
in the MCU.
They can link. They're not. They don't go. It doesn't. It's not copied directly off the comics. It's just like it's like in the comics. It's a 616 universe, and you've got an Ultimate Universe they used to have. You know what I mean? It's just different. They'll take some bits of the comics and they'll add
the characters are just based on the comics, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
No, I know that.
Oh yeah,
but the 10 rings from at least we've seen from the MCU. So in the first Iron Man movie, I don't know where he got kidnapped, but I think it was I don't know exactly where he got kidnapped, but I don't want to be rude, in that part of Asia.
Yeah.
Alright, what I'm about to say is probably a bit rude, but I don't know, did he get kidnapped in Iran or Iraq or something? That doesn't. And Shang-Chi, I'm assuming he's like Chinese or Japanese or something.
What's the connection between,
where does the link up?
Yeah, what's the connection between, we're presuming in Iron Man 1, that part of Asia and another part of Asia? What's the link essentially, you know? You know, is there, or is this something like this is a multi-country organization or something that the Mandarin's running or something like that? Do you know what I mean? Or a multi-country group or something like that, or unit that he's running that covers most of that sector of the world. Do you know, something like that? It could be something like that essentially. You know, but yeah, Shang-Chi. 3rd of September 2021. I did say that would be a sleeper hit. I think this next one probably is going to be the sleeper hit. And I'm fascinated by it is the Eternals. 5th of the 11th, 2021. The Eternals based on Celestials. If you watch Guardians of the Galaxy, you know what the Celestials are. Links to Thanos as well. I don't know if he will make a brief appearance in this. I know the famous comic character called the Black Knight, will also be in this. A couple of Game of Thrones actors in this, as well as Angelina Jolie, Salma Hayek will be in it as well. I know very little detail about the Eternals as well, but This obviously has the potential because we're dealing with Celestials; they can do whatever they want in this type of film because there's no limits. So, Prime, the Eternals.
It seems like they're doing this again. The Eternals. It sounds vaguely similar to the Inhumans.
Right.
Does it? I don't know.
No,
Look, doing like an Eternals movie makes sense, I guess, to eventually explain mutants. But it seems like they're just doing it as an easy cop out, maybe.
I'm big listen, however they determine how to bring mutants into this cinematic universe is going to be fascinating, but then it's also going to be criticized as well. like people go, you can't do it that way. You're supposed to do it this way. But Eternals as a film as well, I don't know what's going to happen in that film. I haven't read a synopsis for it. But Will, are you looking forward to Eternals?
I'm oddly really looking forward to this film for some reason.
Yeah.
I'm predicting it to be the breakout film of these, or the most. Actually, I don't know if breakout's the right word, but you get what I mean. I think I have a feeling it might be really good. It could be really bad, and I could look like a fool after this. But hopefully it is going to be good. But yeah, I don't have. It's going to set up a lot of things. Hopefully, that's so. Bearing that in mind, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, there's Rob Stark. There's Jon Snow in this. If you're Game of Thrones fans, Jon Snow.
This guy.
It's a good cast. It's a good cast.
Rob Stark's in the middle. Jon Snow's playing the Black Knight, which is, if you know your comic book, who was an Avenger. That's
a good cast. Then it's a good cast.
Yeah. So it is a good cast.
Do you think
it's amazing? But it's like.
Do you think it will have a Guardians effect? So you know how no one had any hope for Guardians, and then all of a sudden it's probably one of the best MCU movies.
Oh yeah.
That's why the Eternals is now. I've jinxed it. The Eternals is now going to be bad because I've said it's going to be the new.
I think they're very smart.
Breakout.
I think they're very smart putting the Eternals where it is.
Yeah.
It's not in the summer. It's not early in the year. They put it late in the year.
It's just one of those November films, which on a hot day. You might want to you might just want to do something with your friends on a rainy day where you can't go out much.
None of these first three films will break $1 billion. I predict. Okay, they won't break $1 billion for two reasons. We're still in pandemic mode financially, but even if it wasn't, I don't think they'd break $1 billion anyway, because then they're sort of new-ish. Black Widow isn't, but you understand what I'm saying. It's sort of like, but they'll make it.
That's interesting.
A heap ton of cash. What's that?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Actually, that is quite interesting to think. So, without this pandemic, when did the pandemic start? Was it March last year?
March.
So, without this pandemic, what was the original MCU schedule? Do you know?
Black Widow definitely in May of 2020.
Last year, okay.
Yeah, and then I think the Eternals were set to go in September, and then I can't remember after. I think Shang-Chi was going to be early 2021, and so Doctor Strange was going to be this year as well.
Because I remember the first not Netflix. I keep saying Netflix. The Disney Plus shows.
Yeah.
Falcon Winter Soldier was supposed to be the first one.
Yeah.
Then it was supposed to be WandaVision, which led directly, I think, about a month or two later into Doctor Strange.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
we have a long time between that. Yeah, but Eternals, could be. You're right, Prime. It could have Guardians of the Galaxy effect, because I knew of the Guardians of the Galaxy, but I didn't know how it was going to translate onto film. You know, a talking raccoon and a giant tree, and then they're not even a breakout star. The breakout star with me was Dave Bautista as Drax. So on that film and that franchise, but I like that film.
Oh, Drax!
I saw it 5 times. So,
that's a good. Wait, can we delve into what Bautista said about that? He thinks Guardians 3 he's not going to extend with Marvel.
I can understand that. Guardians 3. I mean, we'll you know what? we'll segue into that when we talk about Guardians, because that is on the list to talk about.
Yeah, actually, good point.
Eternals. So Eternals, 5th of November 2021. The next film is Spider-Man 3 or Spider-Man No Way Home. Sort of early Christmas.
I mean, I didn't put that on the list because I don't want to watch it, but I'll get that up on
17th of the 12th, 21. Really, Prime?
It's really odd.
Wait.
With Spider-Man, it's really odd they've not released a trailer yet. It's really odd.
Wait, it comes out this year?
Yeah, 17th. But I don't think they usually release it 6 months before, so they've got another month or so. So
yeah.
Plus they could release it around San Diego Comic-Con time, you know.
Oh yeah,
July,
yeah.
You know what I mean? So they could release it then. I think they're either finished or in post-production as we're speaking. But 17th for the 12th, 21, 8 days before Christmas, Spider-Man No Way Home, the third link to the MCU MCU, whether it extends or not, I know the deal now is that he appears in another Marvel film after this, but I don't know, probably another Avengers.
Which will be an Avengers film, probably.
Yeah.
Here's the thing
or they'll come up with a new deal. They'll come up with a new deal soon. So all this. So
here's the thing that confuses me. All right, so in the last movie, spoiler alert, the last movie ended because
we got Prime. Sorry. We've got to get that thing like on Fraud Watch. You know, it says spoiler alert.
I'm sure we can find one. But the last movie ended, or was it the post-credit scene where his identity got revealed?
Yeah.
So there's rumors apparently that he's on the run or whatever. There was rumors, I don't think this is true, but that Matt Murdock will be in there as his lawyer. Fair enough. I mean, there's also small rumors about what's her name, Jessica Jones, not Jessica Jones, the She-Hulk. I don't know what her name is. Being his, because she's apparently an attorney as well.
Yeah.
Which, no. And then there's also, this is actually confirmed that there's alternate Spider-Man, and Doctor Strange plays a part in this movie.
And,
so what the hell is going on then?
From Doctor Octopus from Spider-Man 2.
And there is Michael Fox.
Yeah, there is links to Jamie Foxx. You mean
Jamie Foxx. Sorry.
And it's Michael J. Fox. Prime. If you're gonna do it right, it's Michael J. Fox. Michael J. Fox. It is. But there's link. Yeah, you're right. There's links to the Doctor Strange film apparently for this. But yeah, no, you're right. The end of the Spider-Man Far From Home. Yeah, his identity is revealed. The obvious is that you're right, Prime. He's on the run, or I don't know. Yeah, he's on the run or something like that. Because he's been blamed for Mysterio's death, isn't he? Something like that. So he's on the run. Who's he trust? Stuff like that. I take it you're going to watch it, right? I'm going to watch it. But...
Yeah, I'm going to watch it. Although I'm not looking forward to the de-aging CGI on Doc Ock's face.
Alfred Molina, yeah. Well, yeah. It's only been 19 years, yeah. No, or 17 years or something like that, yeah.
Apart from that, I'm relatively open-minded. It's not my most anticipated film, but you know, I wouldn't be surprised if it's really good, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's Spider-Man 3 level. Well, not that level, but you get what I mean.
No, not that level. God, no.
You get what I mean. No. What I mean by that is, for example, I could see this being the weakest out of the MCU trilogy of Spider-Man films, and I can see it being worse than Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Verse as well.
I hope Daredevil doesn't appear in this film. I hope he appears in the actual She-Hulk series, because that makes sense, because that's a lawyer series, so that's where he should go. But yeah. If it yes, that's it right there. Yes, yeah, that's it right there. Yes, don't worry, we'll prime to do that. We'll go prime you to do that. We'll do it. Yeah. I think if this film gets good reviews, this will make over $1 billion. Only in name alone, if it gets good reviews. So I believe it would break $1 billion for this one. Yeah, I'm not too sure what to think of this. I didn't listen. I like Far From Home was good. I didn't like it as much as Homecoming, but I didn't like that as much as I like Spider-Man 2. So you know what I mean. So, or his appearances. I think Spider-Man's been better in the Avengers or the Civil War appearances than he has in his own stuff in the MCU. But yeah, good Christmas time. Hopefully, everyone can actually go to the cinemas. Should be around that time.
And that is smart. That's what they're because
yeah.
What Black Widow, Eternals, they weren't really going to make bank anyway. So having them come out just after the pandemic kind of makes sense. But making sure your main attraction that you fought to be in the MCU gets the most money possible, bringing them in once the pandemic is, over, and during holidays, Christmas makes the most sense. Or unless you then wait until it's like, unless you then wait another year to bring out during the summer for a summer blockbuster, but they're not going to do that, are they? So
no, they're not going to do that because they're not going to do that because as we're going through the rest of the slate, you'll understand why they're not going to do that. Spider-Man, probably the biggest film will be out of the films will be the biggest film of 2021 when it comes to the MCU. We then roll into just for the title alone, but other things as well. My most anticipated film is Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness on the 25th of March 2022. Obviously, if you've watched the WandaVision series, you'll know why. Even before the WandaVision series, it's one of my most anticipated films, but because of the Multiverse of Madness. I think this might be the most special effects laden film they've ever done for this. And the first Doctor Strange film was pretty like that as well. But I think even this one, if we're dealing with multiverses, we're dealing with Doctor Strange versus. I presume he's going to battle Scarlet Witch somewhere in this film. I don't know if she's going to be the ultimate baddie or they'll have to team together to overcome an ultimate baddie. But
hopefully, Nightmare is the villain. Hopefully,
no, yeah. If you are Doctor Strange villains are one of the rarest ones, Nightmare especially. That's a deep cut for comic book people. Non-comic book people, you won't know who Nightmare is. Do some research on that because then you'll be pleasantly surprised. But
there's also Mephisto, who is essentially the devil.
Exactly, yeah. It's essentially the MCU's version of the devil. You're absolutely right. Will, how much are you looking forward to this?
This is my most highly anticipated Marvel film as well in this phase. I can't wait.
His voice is nearly cracking. That's how much he's in.
It has potential to be a great. That's what it does. It has potential. So please, Marvel, get this right. Have a good script. Great special effects as always.
Fascinating link. Sam Raimi, who directed the Spider-Man films in the early 2000s, is directing this film.
Is Willem Dafoe actually playing a Nightmare, or is that?
I don't know.
Because that is the perfect.
I've not got that
actually. If that is true, that is the perfect casting for a villain.
I've not got that confirmed, but Prime, you must be looking forward to this one.
Yes, this is what I'm saying. None of these little maybe Spider-Man, Eternals stuff we have to deal with. This is
big boy stuff. This is big boy stuff right here.
This will be top.
Oh, you've gone silent.
Top 5, depending on the script. Top 3 MCU movies. The script is what matters to me. Yes.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. But again, it depends on the script. It could be top 3. But I know for me, it's going to be top 5.
And that's got to, if it is, that means this film's going to be spectacular because my top 5 is very hard to crack into. Do you know what I mean? Which we'll probably do a show. We'll probably do a show about that soon. Top 5 Marvel.
We'll have to. But no, sorry. Yeah.
I am. Listen, this will be probably the most visually stimulating Marvel film there's ever been. Some where you're actually gonna you're just gonna be like this at the screen. You're gonna be like, what? You know when he was fighting Thanos, and I was like that when he was fighting Thanos, Doctor Strange. You know when he was doing these like Will's Avatar, and all his arms, the arms cut, and there was loads of them. They're gonna blow the roof off this, man. Yeah.
This has the potential to be, because it'll be Doctor Strange. There'll be Wanda's going to be in it.
Yeah.
But and again, I don't know who the villain is, but maybe it has been confirmed. But Nightmare and Mephisto doesn't really matter to me. They're both going to be amazing.
I think though, Prime. Am I being cheesy when I say? When I want a little cameo by Agatha in this film? I want Agatha to pop up somewhere in this film.
Just a mention or an actual cameo?
An actual pop up, maybe when,
the post-credit scene, maybe.
Maybe you're at. I mean, apparently Doctor Strange was supposed to pop up in WandaVision, but they cut out a scene or something.
I'm glad he didn't in the end. Watching back WandaVision, I'm thinking, looking back on WandaVision, that's what I was hoping, that he has to be the one to come in and sort something out. But I'm just thinking that it was, remember, WandaVision is 3 weeks after Endgame. Doctor Strange is probably doing some other shit. Do you know what I mean? Some other heavy level stuff that we don't know about.
You said he had to get involved. End credit scene or little. And if Loki's in this, Loki's in this, because we don't know how Loki's going to end, by the way.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bob.
Kang.
In this reality, the time zone's gone as well.
Well, they're all destroyed, aren't they?
Yeah,
they're all destroyed.
What was destroyed?
The Infinity Stones in the time of Endgame. In that reality, they're all destroyed.
No, I like them.
Yeah. Which I did put in a pre-order for the Eye of Agamotto that comes out in May. So I will.
Andrew wants to be Doctor Strange.
Don't you think? Don't you think Doctor Strange for me was the biggest breakout in Infinity War as a character?
Yes.
Like people more so than his own film. Even more so.
You know what they did?
He was a badass. They portrayed Doctor Strange as a badass,
because his film was like him
introduction, wasn't it?
Learning his powers. So it was like basically.
It was Harry Potter 1, 2, 3.
It
was Harry Potter 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. No, not even that. It was the arrogance of Tony Stark.
Yeah.
And it was like, I don't really like you, but I know I will have to like you eventually. And then he was in Thor Ragnarok, where he had learned his powers, but it was still a bit awkward. And then Infinity War is just like, I know what I'm doing.
He was the best written character out of them all.
He was,
Thanos.
Definitely.
Apart from Thanos.
Shame they couldn't do that for Hulk.
And you know what? I realised, I was watching Infinity War the other day, and I realised that the Russo brothers kept his scars. Like, just the detail.
Yeah, they did.
That.
Yeah. Shame they can't heal the scar they put on the Hulk. But there we go. But yeah. Multiverse of Madness, just the title alone. I mean, Multiverse of Madness. I like they're not doing Doctor Strange 2 or something like that. I like the way they've got the titles in here. So it's like Multiverse of Madness. It's just awesome.
This is the best title.
Yeah.
Every other title is a bit like. I mean, I'm sure we'll get into the others, but every other title is a bit like.
We're gonna have to have a rant.
This is the
about
best
the other
title.
titles. We're gonna have to have a rant. There's a few other problems.
Well, I mean, I don't mind the other titles. There's one I hate, but I don't mind the other titles. But this is definitely the best one.
I think I know what it is. I will defend that title for one thing, but I'll tell you later when I think I know what it is. Multiverse of Madness, Doctor Strange. I know what it is. 25th of March, 2022. And if you think that's far away, we are nearly halfway through May and into June. So this year's gone quick, okay? Next one is Thor, Love and Thunder, 6th of May 2022. So, wow, That's like only 6 weeks.
I forgot about this film.
Oh no, it's not. Yeah, it's only 6. It's like 6-7 weeks after Doctor Strange 2 comes out. Wow. They could be making some heavy money in 2022.
Do you know what they've Marvel have done? Yeah, they've gone 2021. Yeah. Actually, no. This is what it's like. Can we have 2022? No, we have 2022 at home, and then 2022 at home is 2021 with the films. That's what it is. All the 2022 films just shit all over the 2021 films.
Well, I think it's more like here's an introductory. 2021's here's an introductory to beautiful. As you can see, Thor: Love and Thunder, Taika Waititi again directing this film with his brilliant work in Thor: Ragnarok, which is in my top 5 Marvel films. As you can see, the Guardians of the Galaxy will be having a part in this film. How big the part is, I do not know. Also, Loki, Natalie Portman will be having the powers of Thor. I hate the word. I don't like that term, lady. I hate the term lady Thor. I really do.
Thor is a man's name, so
no. But the hammer just says the powers of Thor, right? Doesn't say.
Yeah, but the exact wording is if he be worthy.
No, I think it's his they, isn't it?
No.
Not he, because that would be really lazy writing.
Just call her Thorina. That's what you just
call her. Not Thorina. Don't call her Thorina. But yeah, obviously he's in the comics when he's not Thor, he's just called Thor Odin's son. Obviously, for his father's called Odin, he's the son of Odin.
Oh, you're right. Whosoever holds this hammer, you're right. You're right.
So, how fascinating how she becomes that with obviously Mjolnir destroyed, right? Mjolnir in this timeline is destroyed.
Is it an alternate version?
I don't think so. Captain America took it back and dropped it off in the fourth.
No. I mean alternate reality.
I don't think so. No, I think all of these are in the same reality. All of these, apart from well, I assume it. Let's assume, okay, because we haven't got any other details. We obviously got the Multiverse of Madness, and then we've got the Loki stuff as well. So, and then another film coming up. It's hopefully, obviously, Chris Hemsworth is in it. Guardians of the Galaxy. Natalie Portman as Lady Thor, as we'll call her from now. I'm hoping to see a Valkyrie in return. I'm hoping to see maybe an appearance by Lady Sif as well, because she hasn't been.
Is Korg coming back?
Korg,
she's dead.
Korg. Lady Sif is.
Is she dead?
No, she's not dead. I've read Feige saying this. She's not dead. The person who played it obviously had filming conflicts while filming a TV series and couldn't be in the other films. But according to Kevin Feige, Lady Sif is not dead, or she might have been one of the people that was wiped out by Thanos, but she's not dead. Like Heimdall and the
rest in peace, Heimdall.
Rest in peace, Heimdall. Stuff like that. So I'm looking another one I'm looking forward to. Taika Waititi, brilliant with Thor Ragnarok. Made Thor one of the mainstays in the MCU.
Hashtag make Thor great again.
Thor great again. He did. Made him more powerful. Just made him a better character.
I love the name of this film as well. Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder. Yeah. You know what I want to see a character. I want to see Beta Ray Bill. Do you guys know Beta Ray Bill?
Yeah, because he was hinted, wasn't he? And
there's a picture of him in Thor Ragnarok. You know, in that tower where the Collector is. There's a tower that has like all faces. One of his faces is there's an Easter egg there. Is his face, and he is actually the owner. The name of the Hammer Stormbreaker, which is obviously what Thor's got at the moment. But Prime, you looking forward to this one?
Yes, it's probably my second anticipated.
Yeah, after Doctor Strange
one to come out.
Yeah,
I'm just confused. Like, I don't know. Because the Lady Thor storyline in the comics, isn't it that she's like she has cancer or something.
Yeah, so Jane Foster has
And-
cancer,
Yeah.
and whenever she turns into Thor, it aggressively weakens her normal state, if you know what I'm saying. So it aggravates her cancer even more. So when she uses that, but I that's what I mean. Prime, you know what? I'm fascinated by how she becomes Thor. That's one of the things. You know what I mean? How does she become Thor without Mjolnir? Is it simply a cop out where they just make another hammer, or
John Walker style,
like
John Walker.
If they can make another hammer, which I mean, it's fine. I mean, the hammer is just a tool to use the power anyway.
Yeah.
Then why didn't they do that in Infinity War?
Well, they did for the they made the axe, didn't they? So they made
because they wanted to
but-
murder Thanos brutally. That's why.
Yeah.
So Mjolnir would not be so if Mjolnir didn't get destroyed in Ragnarok, would they have still made the hammer or the axe?
It depends, really. It depends. Because what if let's go on a little sidetrack here. What if you're right? What if he kept Mjolnir and tried to use it? We don't know what we see Mjolnir have an effect on Thanos when Steve Rogers is using it, right? And he it doesn't seem when Steve Rogers is wielding it. Obviously, it's a different person. That obviously affects Thanos, but it doesn't affect him that much. Looking at him, I mean, he took some heavy blows from Mjolnir, but he seemed to recover pretty quickly from it.
Yeah.
Is it different?
And there was no Infinity Stones either.
Yes, exactly. So I don't know. That'd be a great what if when they did another what if series. They did what if Mjolnir did get destroyed in the MCU and stuff like that. But I don't know. Listen, you know what? I'm not even going to. We will speculate when these films come out about who's going to get what or how it's going to do it. But you know what? I'm going to go into this film. I'm going to need some bright eyes. I'm going to accept. I'm looking forward to everything, even if it doesn't make sense at the first time. Because I think this one as well. Don't you think this one as well is going to? They can do whatever they want. Because I think it's going to be based mostly in space. It sounds like, or something like that. So.
I mean, we say that, but then
you presume so, wouldn't you, or another planet or something like that?
You need to give a justifiable reason why Natalie Portman is in space or why she gets the hammer in the first place.
Exactly, bro. Isn't that the beauty of this? That we're going to come up with so many theories, and we're probably all going to be wrong when it comes to that. But it's going to be great because it's not as if when we come up with these theories, we're going to be negative about it. We're just going to be like, we're just going to let our minds go wild and go, well, it could be this, or could she get it from this, or Prime, or Will, does she get it? Like, is it linked to another film? You know what I mean? Does something happen like the Eternals, for instance? Does something happen? Because the Eternals is going to be based partly after Endgame as well, I believe. So it's not going to be like before Endgame. It's partly based after Endgame as well. So does something happen in the Eternals film to do that? It's just fascinating.
Yeah.
What? Is Beta Ray Bill going to be in this?
I said I want to see him in it. I think he needs to.
No, but is he?
I don't know.
I didn't know that was a rumor.
No. I just said I wanted to see him in it because in the folklore, in the Thor folklore, and I didn't mean to rhyme that. That's just a word. He is a big part of that, and like I say, when he gets his hammer, they call it Stormbreaker, which is what Thor is wielding the axe right now. So, and like you said, you saw his face in Thor Ragnarok on the tower as one of the champions. So, is he alive? And if so, when they're going to bring him in?
Apparently, and again, I think this might have been a rumor as well. But apparently, they wrote in the script. So I think Thor was supposed to fight Beta Ray Bill first before he ended up fighting the Hulk.
Hello? Oh yeah.
So I mean, again, I think that's just rumors. Yeah. I'm not sure that's actually true, but because clearly we haven't heard anything else about it from the directors or anything. But that would have been, I guess, that would have been cool to see.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Will, you must be looking forward to this as well.
Yes, yeah, I am. I am looking forward to it. one of the more anticipated films anyway, behind Doctor Strange. So yeah, it shits on a lot of the other films that are probably going to come out and be just decent.
That is true. You're right. 2022, just from them two first films, looks more appealing on the surface than 2021.
Looks more appealing than most years Marvel films have come out since 2018.
It does. But yeah, Thor: Love and Thunder, 6th of May 2022, less than about 6 weeks after Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness comes out. So it's going to be a quick turnaround.
Question.
Yeah.
What does... All right, so... the first Thor movie, I mean, Loki was the villain, but they also used the Destroyer, and that's from the comics. The second one was about the Dark Elves, and that's from the comics. The third one was Ragnarok, so the end of... Yeah. What does Love and Thunder have to do with anything?
I don't know. All I know is that I think the villain, Christian Bale's going to be playing the villain. I think is it Mangog or something like that? Or God Killer or something.
Mangog is already shown up in the MCU.
Oh, okay. But Christian Bale...
I think so.
Christian Bale is playing the villain.
Guys, there's been a fan rumour going around that apparently a new Marvel character... Well, not a new Marvel character, it's a well-known Marvel character. Apparently Storm is going to make their debut in
Thor Ragnarok.
In Thor: Love and Thunder. Apparently, it's a fan.
Thor: Love and Thunder. Sorry.
It's a rumor. It's probably not true.
I don't believe that for an instance.
I mean, it would only make it would make sense for Black Panther, I guess.
Yeah, Black Panther makes sense, but even then, now given what we'll move on now. Next film, 8th of July 2022. Is Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Obviously, with the terrible loss last year of Chadwick Boseman as
rest in peace,
and paradise and honor, King. Wakanda Forever. I do not know if it was going to be that title beforehand, but I'm happy with that title. Also goes into the fact, probably the rumors and I don't know if they're confirmed yet, but of Disney Plus doing and Ryan Coogler writing a series about Wakanda as well.
TV, Netflix. Netflix, Disney Plus.
Yeah. So that's good. They're not going to recast the character of T'Challa, so it'd be fascinating how to deal with that. The character, what happens to him. First of all, do you like the title, Prime? And second of all, who do you think they're going to give the Black Panther character to?
Yeah, I like the title. It's respectful. They're not going to recast Chadwick Boseman. It is respectful because he made such an impact in Civil War, Black Panther, and then the two Infinity War movies. That it would be... I don't think... Maybe disrespectful is not... Well, actually, maybe it would be disrespectful to him in the role. Like, it would be... I guess it would be the same if, say, Chris Evans died or Robert Downey Jr. and they recast. It would be the same thing. Sometimes you just can't find another perfect match. And because they're basically going to have another Wolverine in the MCU, and it's not going to be Hugh Jackman, maybe it's a thing of we can't do both, but I understand it. The mantle, I don't know, because in the comics, Shuri, when T'Challa died, Shuri has got the mantle of the Black Panther, which makes sense. However, in the MCU, she's like... Well, she was snapped, actually, and she came back. Yeah. So, yeah, in the MCU, she's probably 17, 18 now, depending when the movie comes out in the timeline. So she's 18. So she's way too young to get it. I mean, people already frown upon the fact that she's basically the head of the science division. I don't think anyone's going to be happy her leading the country.
She's where that Wakanda is where everyone goes to get their suits now. We saw it in Falcon and Winter Soldier series. Those new wings, Captain America, they're Wakandan wings. It's confirmed. They're Wakandan
vibranium.
The shields, the vibranium wings. The shield's vibranium. The suits probably made with vibranium. You know?
It makes sense. I mean, Captain America's because he is Captain America. It makes sense to how something's.
Tony Stark's not there anymore. Tony Stark's not there anymore. Do you know what I mean? You can't go to Tony Stark anymore. It's done. Do you know what I mean? So it's
can't go to Daddy for everything.
Can't go. Yeah, but I would. You're absolutely right. It's more easier to replace the moniker of the superhero than the actual person. There's been different Black Panthers, Captain Americas, Superman, Batman's, something like that. Then actually replacing T'Challa, you can't replace. It'd be a heavy burden for someone to come in.
Yeah.
I wouldn't wish that on anyone. That's probably what they're thinking. It's like I'm not gonna because unfortunately, and fans would be emotional about this. They would never accept a new T'Challa. They just wouldn't accept it.
Not even not so much even the fans. The connection they all had as a cast.
Yeah, exactly.
It would be weird having someone come in, and even then, maybe this is harsh, but I don't think there's anyone else who could do a better role. Or just as good anyway.
I don't think it's you. From the very first moment in Captain America: Civil War, that was it for me. He was the standout in Captain America. No, not Spider-Man. Black Panther was a standout character in Civil War. He just brung that gravitas. It was like everyone knew before that film. The top two were Steve Rogers, Tony Stark, right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying this because he's passed away. I thought of this before, as soon as the film ended.
Yeah.
I went, shit. That man's and also he's a king. He's a king.
Yeah.
He's a king.
Yeah. And Andrew, we talked about this on Twitch. Remember?
Oh yeah, when he passed. Yeah, exactly. He was.
Well, actually, even before, because we were talking about the MCU stuff.
Yeah. He was the king. Yeah, he was the king. Yeah, and also look how important Wakanda is. It's the battlefield. One of the two main battlefields in Infinity War. As well, just after the actual main film itself. Wakanda Forever. I've got a theory that the film is not only based around who the new Black Panther is going to be, but Wakanda's effect on the MCU itself. Do you think that, or
maybe? I mean, I'm not really my anticipation of this film is very low.
Okay.
Before Chadwick Boseman sadly passed away, I was looking forward to it, but I think the title is a bit. I don't want to sound horrible. I hate the title, if I'm being honest.
What is that?
It just feels a bit, and this isn't offensive what I'm saying, but it might sound, and I don't want emotional Marvel fans to. I mean, they're not. Most of the Marvel fans won't see this anyway, but I think it's a very. It's a very cliche title. I'd rather them just call it Black Panther 2. And Shuri as a character, I find her annoying. I'm not gonna, be too excited about that. I love Okoye as a character, although I don't think she has enough personality to be, or she doesn't have enough set up emotionally to be Black Panther. So I see why they wouldn't give it to her. Plus, Shuri's the sister of the king. It makes sense.
You say Shuri's annoying.
Yeah.
I mean, she is. This is going to sound rude. Shuri is a kid. She's 16, 17. Most kids that age are annoying to you.
Yeah, like you. You're annoying.
True. But I'm not playing a lead role in a set of films that have been awarded for some Oscars.
That's your excuse, is it? Unbelievable.
Yeah, pretty much. I've not achieved as much as that actress. So that's my excuse. I've not achieved.
Hey! You have 1K on KH. I think you've achieved more than she has. Let's be honest.
That is true.
What I'm getting from Will is that he hates everything about Black Panther.
That's not what I said. I rate Ryan Coogler as a director, although I thought Black Panther 1 is an overrated film in my opinion. Now, I don't think it's overrated. I think it's important.
its
It's not bad.
importance
It's a
is
good film.
its importance is the impact of the culture. That's all. Outside,
I get that, Andrew. But
I don't think it's listen. It's not the best MCU film. I admit that, yeah, but I think its impact worldwide is greater than the actual.
Do you know what though, Andrew? If people say,
yeah,
okay, if you're saying, for example, I don't really take subjective opinions into consideration when saying something's overrated because that's your subjective opinion. You like whatever you like. No one should ever tell people what to not like and like. When it comes down to
apart from like this video, share it, and like this channel and subscribe to it. Yeah.
If it's an objective opinion and people are saying the best made Marvel films and they say Black Panther's in there, then it is overrated. Because no way that is anywhere near the top 5 best made Marvel or MCU films. Nowhere near.
I think a lot of it is, I mean, if you're talking about scripts,
yeah.
No. If we're talking about acting, look, Chadwick Boseman was amazing. But again, Michael B. Jordan was better than him in my personal opinion.
One of the better villains, and also you could see his point of view as well.
Yeah, and again, I think you need that from a villain because again, Thanos was. I mean, maybe Infinity War was actually Thanos' movie, to be fair. But
it was.
How many times has Loki stole the show? I think Hela stole the show in Ragnarok as well. The same as Ego in Guardians 2. So I think you need a perfect villain to balance out everything else. Yeah. I don't know how this is going to... Because, look, Michael B. Jordan has been tied down to a few other multiple movie contracts.
Yeah.
But he died in the Black Panther movie. But apparently there's rumors that he was saying he might come back in order to because him and Chadwick Boseman are best friends. So he'll come back to honor him.
Yeah.
That's fine. But movie sense, universe sense, how does that make sense?
That's the issue. Right? The end of Black Panther, everyone knows. Sorry, Prime. Spoiler.
Oh.
Spoiler.
If you haven't seen Black Panther by now, that's really your fault, not mine.
It's your fault, but we'll be nice to you anyway. Obviously he end fight he gets stabbed in the chest, gets stabbed abdomen chest. All I'm saying, everything I'm saying right now about the first Black Panther film is a spoiler. Okay, if you don't know it, if you're a true Marvel fan, then you've already watched it. He gets stabbed. Then at the ending, when he's dragged out to look at the sunset, Wakanda says he's never seen it before. He takes it out. Now, we don't listen. It's a cop out. I know. We don't see him get buried or anything like that. I'm using logic to presume he pulled that out. I've seen medical shows and everything. If you pull it out, you're going to die instantly, right? Through blood loss and everything like that. It's the Marvel Cinematic Universe, though. I do not know. It's Wakanda as well, a made-up country with made-up metal, with made-up flowers that give you superhuman strength. So I do not know. He could come back. Is it going to be a flashback, or is it going to be like when they did it in the first film when he spoke to his father who passed away? I don't know.
Andrew, but Shuri couldn't even bring back Killmonger, but she's meant to be the next Black Panther. Oh, okay. She's not worthy. She couldn't even bring back Killmonger.
What? We don't know. She couldn't even
bring him back. She's meant to be this mad scientist. She should have somehow brought him back.
Technology. We don't know how she is with.
She almost moved. She almost replaced the Mind Stone with a replacement.
You're right. Well, I forgot. A 17-year, 18-year-old who's probably the best mind in the world now. Damn her for not being.
Yeah, but Andrew, she's the best mind in the world by default because Tony Stark died, and we haven't seen what's his name, Reed Richards or Victor Von Doom, Doctor Professor X or Magneto or Dr. Ock. We haven't seen any of the really smart minds.
If you remember in Infinity War, she questioned Bruce Banner why they put the Mind Stone in the way they did in that. So
Bruce Banner and the Hulk are a fraud anyway. So
she's obviously smart.
Yeah, she did, but Also, how long? She didn't even. She said she could take the Mind Stone out of the Vision or something like that, and she couldn't even do that. So
she found
my
it.
God,
Got her
guys,
ass.
come
on, now we're
She got her
now we're
ass
being-
let's just
Shuri,
let's
you know
just be
what?
honest here.
Shuri
This is ridiculous. You can't blame her for doing it. She didn't have
Shuri
enough
is
time.
no. Wait a minute. Shuri's a serial loser. She needs to win something. Yeah, she's
A
a serial loser.
What are you
She's-
talking about?
She's the Pochettino or the Brendan Rodgers, and I rate them.
Of the
She's the
MCU.
Poch of the MCU.
You are harsh,
She has a
man.
good. She
You're
has a good
harsh.
build up. She says some quippy lines like the beautiful football. Everyone gets seduced. We're not in that way because that'd be a bit pedo-y. But
Well, no, not well. It would be. Well, you'd be okay.
yeah, I'd be fine. But you know,
They
get to the character and it gets to the final hurdle and she bottles it. She's a
I'm sorry. I'm not having this Shuri slander. This is
She
ridiculous.
is. She is.
That's ridiculous. You guys are harsh, man. Shuri, you guys are harsh. Absolute harsh.
I mean, Andrew.
Yeah. What?
He's frozen.
You alright? No, he's not.
I can't hear you guys.
Oh,
You can't hear us. Oh, okay.
No, one sec.
Okay. You're very harsh, Will. You are so harsh. So
but she, she almost,
are you saying you're saying your intellectual minds in the MCU is so high?
It's all right though. It's all right though, Andrew. She made the suit, which counts as like a French Super Cup, so she's not all a serial loser. You know?
Well, but the suit she made is with vibranium. It doesn't. Can she do it in a cave with straps?
Oh
No.
yeah, and also wait a minute. She was stupid enough to make the suit turn off when they're next to the train. She's the reason Killmonger's dead. Yeah, her science is not good enough. She should make it. She should make the suit even more invincible and not turn off next to stupid sound.
Basically, Tony Stark is Jose Mourinho.
Hang on. Tony Stark never wore the same suit, did he, throughout the MCU? He upgraded it all the time. So
Mourinho went from Porto to Chelsea to Inter to Real Madrid, upgraded.
So is Captain America Pep or is he Fergie?
This is
Fergie,
ridiculous.
Fergie,
I can't.
Fergie.
This is the one. This is one of the most ridiculous. You guys are ridiculous. You're very harsh.
Tuchel is Doctor Strange. Very flexible. He's a very good tactician, great mind, very charismatic, written well. Not the new kid on the block, but you get what I mean.
I can't have this Shuri slander anymore. Let's move on.
Wait. So is Thanos Pep?
No.
Thanos is Perez. He wants to wipe out half the football.
No, because Perez died quicker. Perez only was there for 2 days.
Oh no, Perez is the Dark Elf.
Let's move on. I can't handle.
No, he's the collector.
This is going to be a good show. This could be a good show. It's going to be a good show. We're going to do
Shuri slander. This is what it is. Unwarranted. What are you doing?
You know what Shuri is? Shuri's Timo Werner.
Oh.
Do you know what? No, she's Tammy Abraham. She doesn't even have good movement.
Oh my God. What are you talking about?
Wait, okay, Andrew, do you know what I'm doing? I'm sitting in my bed next to my Funko Pops and collectibles, eating McDonald's. That's what I'm doing in my life.
What you do with your life, Will? Huh? Yeah, exactly. You can't come up with something, can you? Yeah. Let's move on.
Actually, to be fair, the amount of times Shuri's bottled it, I've actually made as much impact on the world as her. So
let's move on. Let's move on to the next one because it might be another discussion. So 11th of November 2022. The film title is The Marvels.
Oh.
Now, I have a problem with this title. I have a problem with this title because I don't know why it needs to have "the" in it. It should be just called The Marvels. I think
it was like a 2, and they could change out the 2 to the S. It could be like Alien.
It should be just called Marvels. I don't know why it means called
The. You know what, Marvel? Kevin Feige isn't slick. I know what he's doing.
Yeah.
He brought out the first Captain Marvel movie to back into what was it? Endgame.
Yeah.
So there could be build up for it because he knows no one's gonna watch it. He's doing the exact same thing now, calling it the Marvels because it's Marvel. He's trying to do. No one's watching this movie anyway, so
they will watch it.
Is Miss Marvel going to be in it?
Who?
Is Miss Marvel going to be in it?
Yeah, she's going to be in it.
I like Miss Marvel as a character.
They better not from One Division. She's going to be in it.
Who did you say? Sorry, who else is going to be in it?
Monica Rambeau from.
Photon.
Yeah.
Do you know what though?
The Miss Marvel series. The Miss Marvel series is apparently going to happen end of 2021 or early 2022.
They better not fuck up Iron Fist in the MCU as well. Iron Fist and Miss Marvel, I really like. They better not. I liked Falcon as well until MCU, but I sort of like him again now. But so they better do them justice because that Iron Fist show on Netflix was a fucking outrage.
Okay. Well, we'll concentrate on that and another one. Thank you, Rams. Is it dead?
Mortal Kombat is dead.
Kombat is dead.
What were you expecting?
I don't know. That's something I've got very low expectations.
Sorry, that sounded rude.
Well, to quote Loki, come on, what did you expect?
Well, yeah, I got very low expectations of that, like I did with Godzilla versus Kong.
Godzilla versus Kong is better than Mortal Kombat though.
But that's not saying much then. If it's better than that.
To be fair though, Andrew, though, at least
they are great.
At least Godzilla vs Kong didn't have endless exposition and wasn't paced badly. They could have cut out a couple of things, but apart from that, it was a short film and it wasn't.
I think what we're going to do is we're going to move on to because the Marvel thing. I have no idea what the synopsis is for the film. So she's obviously Monica Rambeau's obviously got a problem with Captain Marvel because every time her name was mentioned, she didn't have a good expression on her face. But
come on, I could just get rid of Captain Marvel and then she can be the new one.
No, you don't really get Captain Marvel. You just put
we don't need. Do you know what, Andrew? We don't need Captain Marvel.
Wait. We don't understand her character, but Andrew.
No. We flush out her character and make it better. That's all.
Hashtag. Do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a Spurs plan. I'm gonna say Captain Marvel out. Get Scarlet Witch in. Scarlet. We don't need Captain.
She's already
Marvel
in there.
Yeah. Okay. That's not my point, Andrew. But we don't need Captain Marvel anymore. We've got Scarlet Witch, who's the female. She can be I've dug myself in a hole here. She can be the woman superhero that can lead the MCU to victory over.
No, because she's insane. That's why she's not.
No, but she's such a better character, and she's actually she feels like a real character. Captain Marvel does not feel like a real character. She feels like a spoiled brat that has got powers. Who didn't even deserve the powers, yeah? Scarlet Witch has actually done something in her life.
Yeah, but wait a minute. That I don't know where you get spoiled brat from. I never got that with her whatsoever.
Because she's so fucking rude. Her character tries to be quippy, and it pisses me off. You're a decent actress, love, but you're a rude person in real life. You piss me off. We can tell you're a rude person by your performance. It's not good. It's not. I
think that's first of all. I think that's her being an actor. Second of all, it's MCU. There's going to be quips in all MCU films. It's a quippy universe.
Yeah, but the way she did it, the line delivery is awful.
Third of all, they should have explained what she's been doing properly for the past 20 years.
Yeah, I saw something, Black Widow's, in Endgame, Black Widow's sandwich got more screen time than Captain Marvel.
No, that's not true. But...
A peanut butter and jam sandwich got more time.
That's not
what's annoying? Yeah?
That's not
the
true.
Russos didn't even want to use her. They wanted to use... The whole thing was building up to use Adam Warlock. Warlock was supposed to be in Guardians 2. We were supposed to get Adam Warlock, and he was supposed to fight Thanos. Yeah, but no, Captain Sorry.
We'll talk about Adam Warlock.
Is he going to be in Guardians 3?
No, we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about stuff.
We might as well skip the Marvels.
No,
give us a toss.
Well, we have, but we got another film that comes out before Guardians.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot.
Okay, it's Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
Oh, we might as well skip this one as well.
No, this will be very important because this is going to feature probably the Avengers' next villain, Kang.
Oh yeah.
The time travel, which is what I'm looking forward most to in this film. I'll come to that comment later. Yes. Prime Quantumania obviously suggests they're going back to the quantum realm again. Obviously, they used it for time travel, which is what Kang is. He's basically the Lord of Time Travel. Are you looking forward to seeing Kang in the MCU?
Yes. All right. So clearly, the MCU will. It takes like I guess snippets of what has happened in or snippets. It takes the rough estimates of what has happened in the comics and then like kind of changes it to work. So Ultron was created by what's his name? The Ant-Man guy. And the MCU was created by Tony Stark. The whole scene of the Hulk crashing through the Sanctum Sanctorum was actually the Silver Surfer.
Oh, the Silver Surfer, that's right. Yeah, Silver Surfer.
Yeah. So who apparently? So what? Did the descendant of what happened to my brain today? What's his name? You just said his name.
Kang?
Thank you. The descendant of Kang.
Yeah.
Sorry. Descendant of Kang, apparently. Is that going to be a descendant? Is he going to be a descendant of Tony Stark? Because that makes, in terms of the MCU, and it's all centered around Tony Stark, that actually makes sense.
Possibly. I mean, I don't know. It's a long way off. We're going to get more synopsis as we go closer to it, but I think the main reason is oh no, does he? Oh, okay.
You want to? Should we wait? Should we just quickly talk about it then? Chelsea lineup just came out. We can just quickly talk about it and then just go back to this.
Talk about the Chelsea lineup. We will be on Charlotte's channel for the watch along at 5:30 when kickoff is. Apparently, Gilmore starts. And Ziyech, I was thinking Ziyech might go in, but Gilmore, is he starting in place of Kante?
I think Jorginho.
Okay. Well, listen. No, don't overreact. I'm not reacting.
All right, this is the lineup: Mendy, Aspilicueta, Christensen, Rudiger, James, Kante, Gilmore, Alonso, Ziyech, Werner, Pulisic. Okay, fine. Imagine you're Hudson-Odoi though, and Alonso's got to start before you. You must be.
No, listen, that's fine.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I don't mind it either.
Have you seen our bench?
Our bench is.
Have you seen our bench?
You know what though?
Livramento. Livramento's on the bench.
Yes! I love Livramento. Yes. Wait, he could be our right wing back next season. Oh my God, panic.
Well, okay. I mean, this is a Marvel show. We can talk about that on Charlotte channel. But yeah, sorry.
Kang's the big reason for that film. It's very weird that you wouldn't probably link Ant-Man to him. But yeah, February 17th, 2023, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania comes out. And finally, the last film of Phase, I presume it's the last film of Phase 4. 5th of the 5th, 2023. A very original title, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. There's 2 more before that. But yes, guys, there will be a Christmas. I think there will be a Christmas special in 2022 on Disney Plus. But
yeah,
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 seems to be a pretty, depending on what they do in Thor: Love and Thunder, I presume.
The Guardians in 5 movies.
Huh?
The Guardians like 5 movies then.
Yes.
Essentially.
Essentially, yeah. Well, they're all like, remember, they signed like 8 or 9 appearance deals anyway, don't they? As well. So they're like Tony Stark and playing the back 3. Okay. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, I presume the storyline would center around Gamora, I presume.
I hope Adam Warlock, because they set up
Adam Warlock. Do you think that one of the Guardians will actually properly die in this film? So if Dave Bautista's coming out saying he doesn't want to do it anymore, do you think somehow like Drax could end up dying in this film or sacrificing himself or something?
He could for sure.
Okay, thanks, Will.
No, do you know what though? For some reason, I don't think going through. I see Star-Lord dying in the next 2 phases.
Oh, he should have done in Infinity War.
But do you know what, Andrew?
Mm.
With Guardians of the Galaxy, yeah, the first one of my favourite films ever.
Yeah.
Masterpiece. 10 out of 10.
Just outside my top 5.
Actually, maybe a 9.5. Near perfect. If
Definitely
not perfect.
9. Yeah.
Number 2, when I first watched it, absolutely loved it. Watched it again. Yeah. Liked it a lot. Watched it again. Liked it. Watched it again. Not liked it too much. It's okay. I don't think it was great. I thought it was just a good, well-made film. But
it's almost like they rushed it a bit. Like
I don't like ego. I'm sorry, I don't like ego.
No, but it seems
Pep's a fraud. Pep's a fraud. Yes.
Hey, we'll discuss
yes.
Yes.
I'm clear. I am clear. Yes.
We'll discuss that. We'll discuss it in Charlotte's channel. Yeah. Prime.
Sorry.
Looking forward to
sorry, I apologize.
No, that's fine.
I apologize. Sorry.
Looking forward to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Who's this? Yes, I am. It's interesting. Again, Endgame. Endgame's weird, isn't it? Okay, so Gamora died in Infinity War, which is fine, but then they got Gamora from the past into the future.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Or I guess into the present.
Yeah.
But doesn't that then mess with the timeline?
That's something. And also
because the Infinity Stones messes with the timeline, doesn't it?
Yeah.
By taking them out. But maybe because the Infinity Stones are things that actually control the fundamental elements of the universe. So is that different?
I don't know. You know what made me even question it more? You know when Tony Stark does the snap, right? You'd think he'd go get rid of all Thanos' forces, right? He doesn't know who Gamora is, right? Why wouldn't she fall under his get rid of all of Thanos' army or something? Do you know what I mean? Why did she fall under that?
Because before that happened, did she not essentially become a good guy?
I don't know. Or she just helped her sister. You know what I mean? I don't know. Listen, Endgame's a great film, but it's one of the plot a hole in the plots that that's not it. So and also then let's talk about the final thing. If you haven't seen it, go watch the Phase 4 multiple mini trailer thing that they produced last week. At the end of it, it says Marvel Studios and then a giant 4, the number 4, not 4. A giant 4 pops out. Now, Will originally thought that was just for Phase 4, but I'm under the impression.
Originally, I thought it was Fantastic Four. Then
okay.
Phase 4, and I thought now I know it's Fantastic Four, which I'm very happy about.
Yeah, I think it's Fantastic Four. They've already got a director lined up. It's John Watts who's directing the Spider-Man films lined up. But that was in Infinity War, right? I'm talking about Endgame. You know when he's.
Do you know what, Andrew? What? They better get Doctor Doom right. You know they better get Doctor Doom right. He's
Doctor Doom. Yeah, Fantastic Four. I'm not really interested in the Fantastic Four characters. It's Doctor Doom who's the one I'm interested in, because he is by himself an Avengers level worthy villain.
Yeah.
Okay, by himself. Okay, this man's not only fantastic series, comic book series, Black Panther series, where Doctor Doom is the nemesis in that series. I think it's by Christopher Priest, who's an excellent comic book writer. If you watch that, him and T'Challa go toe to toe on many times. It's fascinating. Doctor Doom. First of all, they need to cast him right, and then they need to keep him. Even if he gets defeated by the Avengers, not kill him off. Do you know what I mean? Just keep him about, because he can be in any film. He's that good of a comic book villain. For me, he's my favorite, and he's my favorite Marvel villain. Actually, probably my favorite.
You could say the same
comic book villain. Actually,
you could say the same thing about Krasinski, Emily Blunt, John.
Well, that's always been the rumors for years. I don't know if that will happen, but. Well, one thing I hope is that they don't bring their kids in the comic book series, because
John Krasinski is a great actor. He is.
I just don't want their kids from the.
You know what? I'm actually a fucking idiot. Yeah, you know the American Office. I just realised it was John Krasinski the other day.
Yeah. But yeah, Prime. Did you initially think it was Fantastic Four when the 4 came up at the end of that video?
Yeah, I thought it's eventually going to be maybe not a Fantastic Four movie as such in Phase 4, but hints and rumors, like the end credit scene teases to Fantastic Four, which would make, like, for example, in Winter Soldier, there was reference to Doctor Strange and Spider-Man. Yeah. And stuff like that. So yeah, there'll be little nods and teases and references to it. So
it's fascinating what they're going to do. Because the theory was one of the theories was they were stuck in the quantum realm, as well, or something like that. But that doesn't make any sense. He said, Andrew of The Nexus is Thanos level. Oh, okay, I can understand that. His intelligence, arrogance, and lust for power. Yeah. In one of the games, he did. Yes, in one of the games, he did steal Odin's power. That's right, making him unstoppable and doing. I think he's actually in one of the cartoon series. He stole the Beyonder's powers as well. So that's another deep cut. Beyonder's like a.
Doom is the thing is, they made Thanos look great, and in the comics, he's good, but he's not amazing. If they
I think it
can do that to Thanos.
Yeah, that's true.
But, like, they can't get. The thing is, they can't get him wrong. Well, they can, but that's Fox.
And they better have good, because that CGI on Fan 4 stick, I call it. I refuse to call it Fantastic Four. It doesn't deserve the name. Fan 4 is some of the worst CGI I've ever seen. Vile. Vile.
It's going to be. You're right. It's going to be interesting how they bring them in, whether they do origin or they I don't know, because you would have thought they couldn't mention them by Endgame because they'd already done the film and everything, but you would have thought they might be starting to drop subtle hints if they were already in the universe already about them. Do you know what I mean? Like Reed Richards or something like that. But I think it's going to be a more of an origin. Like they're not who they are going to be yet.
I don't know though, Andrew, because they might want
to see
that origin.
I mean, I don't want. Let's not go into. I don't. We can do another show about how they would introduce that, but I just don't. Top of my head, I just don't know how they introduce them without no one knowing of them and how they make it plausible. It's like the mutants. The mutants fascinates me. How they're going to get like suddenly half the population of Earth, or a good chunk of a quarter of the population, if they've got the mutant gene. I mean, there's something happened in one of these films that all these mutant genes are suppressed, and then something happens to make them come out. Ghost Rider. Yes, you could do that. I mean, it's fascinating. They can do what they want. They've got nearly all the characters under the stable, apart from Spider-Man, who they're loaning. But they can do whatever they want. I mean, on this slate is not even. Blade's not even on this slate yet. Do you know what I mean? They're doing a Blade film. They've not even done a release date for Blade. Yeah. What are they going to do with the X-Men? Is it going to be all together, or are they going to do individual characters? It's fascinating. I'm sure once we get the news of that, we'll delve deep into that. But that's it. We did say to ourselves yesterday, we're only going to do. It's not going to go anything longer than 90 minutes or an hour to 90 minutes, and we just got there. But we had a lot to talk about.
This was my favourite stream we've done, actually.
Well, yeah, and we will be doing more of these streams.
At least once or twice a week, hopefully.
Yeah. I mean, Rams. I'm very sorry, Rams. They are going to recast Wolverine. Hugh Jackman's 50 old now. I don't think he wants to do. I was reading Rams that. He doesn't want to do the fitness, get into shape for it.
Yeah, he's
anymore.
Bored of it. He's bored of it.
Yeah, he doesn't. Plus, he got
rumors,
right? He got a good send off. I mean,
but there's rumors that there's rumors that he wants to have a cameo in Deadpool 3. But then again, a cameo doesn't mean he's going to be Wolverine.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, exactly. Remember, yeah, exactly. But all our channels, our other channels, and our I said Twits then, Twitter, all our handles are in. You can see here they're also in the description to the channel. If you like it, give it a like and share and subscribe. Also, the Nexus YouTube Twitter account is on there as well. You want to send us any ideas to do? We've already had ideas. I know Rams, but it's a different universe. You've got to remember that, Rams. It's a different universe.
It doesn't disrespect his portrayal.
We do DC shows as well. We do, but there's nothing really coming out as much for DC. So, but once we have it, we'll do that. Yeah, it's not doing recast. The disrespect was if they did a recast, probably of Black Panther, but of T'Challa. Sorry. But yeah, disrespect. No, he had a good portrayal. I mean, but I don't think he disrespects it. They're going to have to because the problem is they're going to have to cast a younger guy, right? Because they want to get like 10 years or something out of this character for going forward. He's probably going to be one of the main characters, Wolverine, in this cinematic universe going forward. But yeah, we will discuss that more and furthermore. We will have new shows coming up. We're going to have a mega show soon that Prime. We are helping Prime put together soon. Once we get a schedule, to do with choosing superheroes, but we won't go into any more further detail than that.
We're still having to do a versus. Well,
yes, we need to send the versus.
Yeah, we'll get that. We'll do that.
Okay. Okay. Yes. But thank you for joining us today. I know it's been a long episode, but we needed to get all this out because it's a long slate. Thank you to Prime, Will. We are the Nexus, and we'll see you next time. Have a good day.
Goodbye, Andrew.